If he is intimidated by you, he is not the one. Successful women tend to be alone more. We have higher standards. We know exactly what we want. We know exactly what we bring to the table. We don't ask for anything from a man that we don't provide for ourselves. Some say, well, women like that are too alpha. But that's not true, because alpha women can be very submissive if they feel safe, if they're with the right person who's able to break down those walls to help them feel safe and secure. So if you're intimidated by an alpha woman, you're either A, you don't got what it takes to bring to the table, or you're just an intimidated little man who feels insecure by the thought of a woman who outdoes him. If a man is intimidated by you, let that go and open your space for someone else who can handle you. And sometimes you have to be okay with being alone. That road is a little lonelier, but it's a hell of a lot happier than settling for the wrong one.
Fam, that was some high-level copium. Ladies, I have said this many times on this channel. If a man says you are intimidating, it is because he is a beta imp who is trying to build you up, or he doesn't want to deal with you and he tells you that story, so you go away. Higher-earning women have a more difficult time finding men because they have priced themselves out of the market. The things they bring to the table are not the things men are looking for. And no, those so-called alpha women cannot be very submissive. They live in their masculine. They can't remove it like their makeup. Here's a key question. Why would a successful man want to spend any of his valuable time trying to break down her confrontational walls when he could date a younger, naturally submissive woman with less hassle? And like most women, this queen quickly went into insulting men if they don't want to handle that hot mess. Why does any man have to handle a boss babe? He doesn't. And don't worry, queen, boss babes with attitudes will definitely end up alone. They will get dates. They will smash, but rarely get an LTR because it's not him, it's her. Moving on.
If it's not a yes, it's a no. I don't know which girls need to hear this today, but listen again. If it's not a yes, it's a no. If he is unsure how he feels about you, it's a no. If he doesn't want a relationship right now, it's a no. If he doesn't want to rush things right now, he wants to go with the flow, see where things go, he doesn't want to force anything, it's a no. If he likes you, but not enough to be with you, it's a no. I'm sorry.
This is pretty obvious. My Womanese translator knows exactly why this young queen made this video and posted it.
Oh, please, spare us with that translator garbage line. Women see right through that. It's only your misogyny coming out.
Oh, really? Well, then I guess it will not make a difference when I say this is just either women not liking when men string them along, since only women are allowed to have the monopoly on that tactic, or another translation is the side chick is demanding to be upgraded to the main chick position. Fam, it's pretty simple. Women don't try to put an ultimatum on someone they see as a maybe. They do this to the main guy they want a commitment from. And that guy probably has a roster of queens like this one. Moving on.
This is the real reason why you keep attracting toxic men. First, you need to understand this. There's two types of men: disempowered masculine men and empowered masculine men. So the disempowered man can be emotionally weak. He chooses to repress his emotions and he hides out in his logical mind. He might only be able to validate himself through power, money, or sex. He's focused on domination and manipulation. He has little to no control over his desires, and he likes to fix and control feminine energy. Now, an empowered masculine man, he is non-reactive, he is humble, he is present, he is grounded, he is goal-orientated, he's ambitious, he's focused. He can tap into his feminine energy, his emotions. He can be present without being distracted.
Fam, did she literally describe a type of stoic man as
Disempowered.
And her words, not mine.
Empowered masculine man can tap into his feminine energy.
That is like saying a man can tap into his vegan by eating a medium rare steak. Ladies, in all honesty, how exactly can some women tell men how to be men when they don't have the slightest idea what they are talking about because they aren't men? Note that most men hardly ever tell women how to be women. The bulk of the time, men advise women on what men are looking for in women. Christmas came early with this video.
Now, it is my belief that you will attract either type of man based off of a few things. your current level of worthiness. And this is something that you subconsciously believe about yourself. So if you believe that you don't have a lot of value, that you're not worthy of proper healthy love, that you're not able to set boundaries without people getting mad at you, you're operating out of a state of wounded feminine energy. And when you're in this state, you're going to attract more men who are also in their wounded masculine energy. Another thing, while you're on your journey of healing your feminine energy, your inability to be able to spot traits of an unhealthy, wounded masculine man might get you into some hot water. Now, a lot of us women have been operating out of a place of wounded feminine energy, which is not our fault. This is usually a result of childhood traumas, parents that might have also been operating out of their own wounded feminine or masculine energy.
Fam, women will attract the type of men they themselves want. This queen so far has just used the usual tactic of not taking accountability for one's own actions and lay blame away from themselves. Ladies, I'm about to hurt some feels when she said,
A lot of us women have been operating out of a place of wounded feminine energy, which is not our fault.
that is such weak sauce. If you are healing, you shouldn't be operating any kind of relationship. If you attract the wrong kind of guy, guess who has the power to tell that guy to go away? You do, queen.
You heartless gorilla! Just because a woman is in pain, it doesn't mean she can't look for love.
That is true, and it also means if you choose the wrong type of man while being in pain, it was your call, not some childhood trauma. If life worked that way, next time you get pulled over for speeding, just tell the cop,
Sorry, officer. I was going too fast because of my childhood trauma of always losing at Mario Kart to my big sister.
But the most empowering thing about understanding that is that we can heal our feminine energy. Now, we don't have to be perfect and be super in our healthy feminine energy to be able to attract a healthy man. But the more you start to focus on healing your feminine energy while simultaneously learning how to spot a disempowered man and saying no, you will start to see more healthy men come into your life. This is what happened to me. Again, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to understand if you are constantly with toxic masculine men, there's a part of you that is also operating in this wounded feminine energy. You are prey to these men. You don't have boundaries. You don't know how to say no. You don't even know how to spot these men until you're in the relationship. And instead of looking inward, not shaming yourself, but just looking inward, you're living in the narrative of all men are trash. And I promise you, it's not helpful. So if you want a part 2 on how to heal your feminine energy, how to spot a toxic masculine man, how to say no, like this video and follow me for more. Also, I have YouTube videos on all of this already. Let's talk about it.
I beg to differ. Women know exactly how to spot a toxic man. They don't avoid them. They intentionally seek them out. They are attracted to those men like a moth to a flame. Those are the exciting, thrilling, ever so hot bad boys, players, Chads, Tyrones, Ricos, Yangs, Abduls, and Ramesh of the Western world. Sorry, queen, but women have their radars set to avoid corny men. And
Healing?
is that the new phrase for the time between Chad/Tyrone leaving you and now you want to know where all the good men are as the wall approaches?
You idiotic gorilla! She is clearly stating that it is hard for women to know the difference between those players and good men.
Oh, really? It's not rocket science. Here's a rule of thumb. You see the guy who you are salivating over? That would be a player. Now, you see all those men in your friend zone? Those would be the good men. I understand it is difficult for some women to clearly get it, but don't worry. You will get it once you find yourself halfway through your 30s and still single.
Now that's a lot of damage!
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.